Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review 9 Days. And this was a big film out of the festival circuit, finally coming around to theaters at the end of this summer. And this film focuses on a reclusive man who basically interviews and judges human souls to see who gets a chance at a new life. And it's such an interesting concept from writer-director Edson Oda. And I left this theater, and the first thing that I said to my fiance was, this is the kind of film that makes me a little jealous that somebody was able to be so creative to come up with something like this. And I'm so glad that I got to see this film, because this, as of now, is my #1 film of 2021 because it does so much. This is such an amazing idea, first off. And the execution from Oda and everybody else involved in this film is off the charts. There is a beauty and a softness and a sense of hope and wonder and vulnerability about this film. And there's a feeling that I felt throughout this film of wonder, and there's an emotion here that hits through every frame. And you have composer Antonio Pinto, whose music is emotive and beautiful and just matches the emotions of the film so pitch perfectly that that music hits and you just melt into the arms of this film. Wyatt Garfield, who did the cinematography, there's a feel to this. The design, this being out in the middle of this desert, is so abstract and beautiful to look at. And then you have this random house just out of the middle of nowhere where our main character Will is doing these assessments, and it's so lived in. Like, all of these souls are coming into this home hoping for life and get to spend 9 days in this place that feels like 1,000 lifetimes have been lived in it. And there's something tangible about it. There's something, like, it felt like I grew up with my grandparents, and like the side porch just felt like lived in for so long. There's things that were slightly older and antique. There's things that felt a little bit out of time and out of touch about it. And the look to this film, it's warm. There's a darkness and a grittiness of the inside of the house. Like, it feels like The Godfather in terms of that specific look to the cinematography. And the story is so deeply drenched in themes of life and what it means to, like, earn a life and make most of life, and what to appreciate about it, and what to fear in life, and what you do to handle all those things. And this film, through all of its characters who are all so perfectly realized, channeling all these different aspects of humanity, paint such a broad, beautiful picture of life and humanity. And right at the center is Will, which Winston Duke is performing his ass off in this film. And he has a vulnerability, he has a shutteredness and a power to him, a judgmental feel at times, a harshness, as he asks these different questions of these people, some of which are really hard to judge and are a little cruel, and shows his vulnerabilities and his baggage that he brings. But Will is such a great, complex character, and his arc in this film is beautiful. And next to Another Round, the ending of this film and what you see Will get to realize is one of the most cathartic things I've seen in a film. The ending is so profound and beautiful and moving and so very human. You have all these other characters, Benedict Wong, who has this energy about him, this lust for life, this just energy. And you have Zazie Beetz, who is so great in this film. Just the little things, her facial expressions, her body language just exudes this wonder and love and passion that melts Will's character throughout this film. You have Bill Skarsgard, who's this darker presence. You have Tony Hale, who's so insecure and vulnerable and just an emotional pulse at all times. And everybody else involved in this, each character brings a different aspect and perspective and thought of life, but it feels so organic and natural, and not like I'm watching a film, reading a script. These characters are just a theme. No, they feel realized. These souls have meaning, and when this film really comes together, it comes together. And I was so profoundly affected by this film. I loved it. And this is a special experience. This is a special level of creativity from Edson Oda. He's a special filmmaker, and I can't wait to see what he does next. And this cast killed it. And I hope to see more original films with such inventive and creative ideas as this one. And that's all I have to say and gush about this film at this point. So you all should go support 9 Days, and when you get a chance to see this in a theater, when it comes to streaming, check this out. But those are my thoughts on 9 Days. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.